Hey everybody, we're the Talbott brothers. It's a pleasure to be here with you this evening. Thanks for joining us. We're going to start the night off with a song right away. This one's called Run No More. Doesn't get easier the further I run. It gets harder to carry the weight of what I've done. I am speaking from experience. I don't want to run no more. I don't want to run no more. Seems to me a man can do a lot of thinking when he's staring down the barrel of a gun. And the devil's had his sights set on me since the day that I took sides with the sun. Now every morning I go to war with the ghosts I met the night before, trying to find the grace in my mistakes. There's monsters beating down my door. They're hungry for a soul that's worn from all of the running that I've done.
Nick, the Talbott brothers, thank you so much for being here. Songs of Hope. We are so glad to all of you guys who are tuning in, whether from your back decks, your porch, your couch, your bed, dinner table. Maybe you're just driving. Please don't be driving. Right? We're not sure where you're coming from. First of all, I want to say thank you to Tyler and Nick. Thanks, guys, for being a part of this, for joining us. For those of you guys who are on this feed, this began as kind of a crazy idea. I get crazy ideas. You can ask my wife. And then I thought, let's reach out to the Talbott brothers. I know that the service industry has been important to you guys. It's been part of your story, how you've come up, how you've built your platform really has started with service industries, bars, coffee shops, restaurants, and doing that. And so just this idea that so many of those in the service industry have just been hammered. Right? It's just been like a cratering that's happened. And for us at Harbor Church, man, we launched in the Oriental Theater in the Berkeley neighborhood in Northwest Denver. And some of our best friends, and you're going to meet some of them, have been the business owners that have been around us, those small businesses, particularly those in the service industry. And so what began as kind of a crazy idea, ran it by these guys. They said, we love it. We care about the service industry. We want to be a part of that. We want to see not just a couple of these, small businesses, man, be able to weather this better, but really small businesses in general. And so tonight, this is Songs for Hope, particularly here in the Denver metro area. But know that, man, money that's given tonight, and you can see it in the feed, whether you're on YouTube, whether you're on Facebook Live, we're going to make sure, again, we've got 3 specific partners, but money raised above and beyond our goal, man, that's just going to go back into into the local economy, into local businesses. And so we're just excited for this. It's going to be a great night. I want to introduce one of our first guests. This is Naya. Naya, why don't you join us here?
Hi, everybody.
Naya is the owner of the Local 46.
Yeah.
And so some history back there. Again, we launched in the Oriental Theater in Berkeley, and 2 blocks up the street is the Local 46.
Yeah.
And Naya has been awesome to work with. We did the Halloween, right? We did all that in the park. We've partnered on some Totally Tennis and stuff, all of that. Yeah. Actually, our first ever, what we call life groups, small groups, launched in their beer garden.
Yeah.
That was kind of how we launched. And so Naya's been a dear friend of mine, a dear friend of my wife. It's been exciting to see you and Grant, your first kid, right? Harlow, who's gorgeous. Love seeing the pictures of that. But tell us, man, give us a shout out to the Local 46 peeps.
Yeah, well, first of all, Talbott Brothers, seriously, you guys, thank you so much. And you're so incredible. You would fit right into Local 46 because we're...
True story.
Yeah, we're a live music venue.
We love bars.
And we have, usually, under normal circumstances, we have music 5 nights a week. And hopefully someday you guys could maybe come do a show. We were just talking about it.
Oh, man, Twisting the Arm live.
Yeah.
There you go.
But thank you guys so much for doing this. And Joel and Harbor Church and his team seriously are just so generous. And, you know, that's the one thing I think we've all really enjoyed seeing is the camaraderie from, you know, independent business owners and musicians and artists. And yeah, we just so appreciate you guys doing this and you guys. And
awesome.
Great.
That's awesome. Why does it matter tonight? If folks that are friends of Local 46, why does tonight matter?
Gosh, I mean, obviously everybody knows we're all struggling in the industry, but we really, after thinking a little bit about it and what music means to you guys and to us, decided anything that we raise from tonight, which you guys are so generous to do, is going to go to create more live music experiences for our community, our local community here in North Denver. And because we aren't going to be able to provide that with our normal stage inside, and so we're really, really hoping that the city will work with us so that we can offer live music in a safe environment outside to our community. And so it's going to take a little bit to make that happen, but anything that is supported through this evening will go directly towards creating that, because so many people, I mean, all the concerts are canceled, right? I think so many people are mourning the loss of live music and entertainment this season, so we're going to see if we can bring it back in even a small way. So thank you guys all so much.
And we're happy to help, and man, awesome. We've got some ideas already tonight on ways we can do that. Again, Naya, thanks for joining us. I want to bring in AJ.
Thank you guys again. Thanks for
Hunter
tuning
Bay
in.
Coffee Roasters. AJ, come in there.
How's it going?
Awesome. Good to have you here, man.
Thanks for having me. Yeah, I appreciate it.
So it's been great. This is AJ. We got to know him a couple years ago. Again, coffee shop in Old Town Arvada. That's just been awesome to be a part of. The coffee's great. The staff is fantastic. Getting to know AJ.
The customers are great.
Well, I paid him for that. He actually sponsored an event for us called Coffee for Water. We raised over $2,500 for clean water systems in developing countries. And I knew right away that, AJ, I wanted you guys to be a part of this. So say hey to the Hunter Bay folks.
Hunter Bay folks, everybody out there, thank you guys for watching us. Talbott Brothers, thank you guys for taking the time. We really wish you guys could be here, but we totally understand what you guys are doing back there. And thanks a lot again for just taking some time to do this for us tonight.
So why does tonight matter for you guys specifically?
You know, small business. We're trying to figure out how to reopen. We're trying to figure out how to stay open. So anything that people can do to kind of help out tonight will, you know, help us pay rent, help us maybe make some different changes to the coffee shop to allow the social distancing rules. And also,
and it goes back into your employees that you care about.
Absolutely. You know, we were talking earlier that there's a lot of unemployed employees out there in this service industry business, and they're actually making more money than what the current employees are making that are actually working at the coffee shop and busting their butts to do so. So we're kind of hoping that some of this money can go to kind of bridge that gap and keep those guys happy for working instead of...
Man, it all matters.
All matters.
Right? It goes straight to the street. It goes straight to people that it's going to matter and make a difference in. So, guys, man, Hunter Bay Coffee Roasters, let's support them. Let's give to Songs for Hope tonight. And lastly, when we bring in Christine again. AJ, thanks so much. You know, I heard as Christine comes in. She's the owner of Cocapelli. I heard a communicator actually a couple years ago. He said, so oftentimes we get locked up, right? We don't do because we can't do for everyone. You're like, well, I can't do it for everyone, so you end up doing for no one. And I get that there's more than just the three of you represented tonight. But he had a comment. His name's Andy Stanley, and he said, but do for one what you wish you could do for everyone. Right? And all of us can do something for somebody. And it matters tonight. And so, Christine, we're wrapping up this with you tonight. You're the owner of Cocapelli, just literally down the sidewalk from us. Yep. You fed us when we were remodeling our space. We actually have food here tonight from you. And tell us, man, give us a shout out to the Cocapelli people that may be joining us tonight.
First of all, thank you for inviting us here. And you guys are fantastic. Greatly appreciate you all. I get real emotional because it comes from my heart. And I want to say thank you to all of our patrons that come in that have supported us through this whole turmoil and continue to just call us to see how we're doing. So it means a lot to us. It means a lot to our employees. I'm down to about 40% of my employees, and those employees are definitely rock stars. They have given me the opportunity to tell them the night before what schedule they're working because, you know, sales are kind of up and down, and they are looking at cleaning and anything possible to keep us going and be ready for an opening.
So why does tonight matter for you, Christine?
Mostly it's just to keep my staff going. And we are very family orientated. So we missed Easter. I mean, we used to have the Easter Bunny come out. We have missed all of our holidays that the families come in and celebrate with us. So this will help us. We're planning on trying to do a carp hop event outside, keeping our social distances. The escape room has offered us their Paramount licensing to show a movie outside.
Cool.
So we're looking at some events just bring people back together. That's our biggest thing, is just trying to get everyone back to the way we were. So, and thank you so much.
Oh man. So everybody's got to hear from some of our business partners. Genuinely, these are some of my favorite people. They're good people. They're hardworking. They're innovative. They're creative. But this is a tough season. So whoever you are, if you're sitting out there, man, wherever you find yourself, again, 5, 10, 15, 20, 50, $100. I don't know what it looks like for you. But I know you can give something, and it goes tangibly, not just to these three. Again, our goal is that we would raise enough that we could give beyond this. But it matters, and it's a tangible way that you can make a difference in people's lives. In that person that's just working as a cook, in that person that, man, they were dependent on a check as a server, right? And for these business owners, that they're just a normal person,
right?
Who, I can tell you, they're 2020. I'm looking at the rest of them here. They didn't think it looked like this.
No. Not at all.
There's been a big turmoil for all of us, but here's a way that we can partner together. As Naya said at the beginning, it's so great to see how we're working together, right? Talbott Brothers, a church, bars, coffee shops, restaurants, because, man, we're just people. And we're part of the same community, and we love each other, and we want to see each other get through this, and that happens when we do this together. So, again, Talbott Brothers, thank you so much. We're going to have a great night. Thank you all for joining us that are tuning in. I'm going to throw it back to the Talbott Brothers, and we're going to do a little kind of storytellers. We're going to talk about some of their music, share some stories. But Talbott Brothers, take it away.
All right. We're going to play you all a song called We Got Love. And this one's just about putting love over possessions. So here we go.
Packing bags and we headed west. Thought that it might be the best thing for us. I was thinking about me, all the things you should leave behind, family and a peace of mind. But I got you. I am gonna love you till the stars go out, shelter up above you till then. they all fall down. We ain't got a lot, we got love. We ain't got a lot, we got love. Floating our feathers in the heavy rain, two of us together can weather any change comes our way. Nothing here really feels like home. Home is who you're with when you don't feel alone anymore. I am gonna love you till the stars go out. Shelter up above you till they all fall down. We ain't got a lot, we got love. We ain't got a lot, we got love. Shelter up above you till they all fall down. We ain't got a lot, we got love. We ain't got a lot, we got love. I said I am gonna love you till the stars go. Shelter up above you till they all fall down. We got love. We ain't got a lot, we got love. Oh no, we ain't got a lot, we got love. We ain't got a lot, we got love.
Oh man, we ain't got a lot, but we got love. That doesn't it feel like that should be our anthem right now for so many folks
Of all time. Yes.
Oh man, of all time. I tell you, there have been some upsides to this. I don't know if you guys have experienced this, right? It tends to refocus your priorities.
Yes. We spend a lot of time with family.
You do, and you mentioned you and your brother are now arguing like you did in high school.
All the time.
We're back at it.
That's awesome. The upside, I know for my family with 4 kids, a lot more walks, a lot more bike rides.
Yes.
And we may not have a lot, but we've got love. And what a great reminder that is in this season. Thank you guys for sharing that. Yeah. You guys are doing this next song, right? Travelers. You said this kind of speaks to just some of your heart for the service industry. Tell me about that.
Yeah. So as you kind of touched on, in the beginning, when Nick and I started playing, especially way back when we started playing, it was a lot of bars and coffee shops, and I think as a band, you see the graciousness of those businesses more than anybody, because if a place is taking care of the band, then you know that they're going to take care of everybody else too. So we've been to places all over. One of our favorite places in Colorado, a brewery. They take care of you from when you get there to when you leave. Yeah. And this song is just about all of us trying to find a way on our everyday lives. And I think right now it especially applies because it's talking about feeling like there are certain industries that seem to be doing well now, and the small businesses seem to be hurting still, and I think that this song is just about finding your way through that and realizing you are not too different from every social construct, everybody. So if we could be so bold to say that.
Excellent. Yeah, I look forward to it.
All right, here's
Take it
Trevor.
Come to find out here on the road, so many men with talent, only few have the soul. As I'm looking at my face in the water, I am wondering if I am alone. Maybe I'm no better than the man who pays $1 for a fix. Maybe I'm no different than the ones who are running all of these. Well, I'm just searching for a peace of mind, and I'm just a traveler passing through for a time. Around me now are the parts of experience. Some have failed, some have fallen. I know that I'm more my failures and tries. I know I'm more than this emptiness inside. Maybe I'm no better than the man who pays $1 for a fix. Maybe I'm no different than the ones who are running all of these. Well, I'm just searching for a peace of mind, and I'm just a traveler passing through for a time. Maybe I'm no better than the man who pays $1 for a fix. Maybe I'm no different than the ones who are running all these. Well, I'm just searching for a peace of mind, and I'm just a traveler passing through for time.
All right, so we want to go right into the next song here. We're going to play a song called Chances. And I love this song because I don't have to play guitar on it, and I just get to let my brother Nick play some guitar on it. Everybody say hi, this is my brother Nick. He's okay. You can trust him, but watch your back a little bit. in the meantime. So this song's called Chances, and this song is just kind of about taking a risk. And that's all I got to say about that.
I'll take my chances. I believe in dancing. When the times get hard, I ain't afraid to work. I watch the sunrise like it's the last time. I might ever get to see her smile. Well, I'll never know where I was born to go. But maybe I need to understand it. Take my chances. I watched love die and I let love hurt. I've been the man with the gun and the innocent one on the front. And I pulled the trigger on the safest bet. And I've looked the devil in the eye and smelled the whiskey on his breath. And I'll never go where I was born to go. But maybe I need to understand it. Now take my chances. I'll never know why I was born to go. But maybe I don't need to understand it. Take my chances.
Oh man, so good. That was great. A little background for I've actually met both of you guys about a little over a year ago.
Yes.
Julie, my wife, and I came to show you guys were in Fort Collins. I think it was at the Armory. Is that right?
Yeah.
I think it was
love
at the
that
Armory
place.
up there.
Awesome.
I'd never been there. Super cool location. Shout out to the Armory. What a cool
Yes.
place. Those of you in Fort Collins, love it. But here's something, right, you guys did that I thought was super cool. One, you guys engage with the audience. Your fans, right, the folks that come to the show, you really feel like you're a part of the show. I get the sense, even talking to you guys a little bit in the green room ahead of time, just that you want people to feel connected. You want that family connection and vibe with the folks that come to your show. And then so much so, right, you came off the stage, you kind of finished out the night on the floor, and then it was almost like a wedding reception. Right? I'd never seen a band do this. You guys hung out and you did the receiving line handshake thing. And I'm like, that's pretty cool. And then you made your wives go clean up all the merch stuff. That was really cool as well. So that was cool. But
It was awesome.
just
Yeah.
how connected you guys are to your fan experience, to those folks that come to the show. Maybe talk about that a little bit. How much, right? What do the fans mean at your shows?
Oh, it's crazy. We've noticed, I think we have felt the true love of our fans during this time. You know, you said earlier, it's a weird thing, and we're all trying to figure out how to keep our businesses going during this time. But I think the true lovers of what you do, no matter what you're doing, they're going to really come out during this time. And we have not felt, there has not been a day during this whole crazy thing where we've been, we played one show of our spring tour in Kansas City, and then we got the word that the rest of the tour was canceled. But there has not been one day during this whole thing where we have been like, do we still have listeners? Do we still have fans and friends that are listening to our music? It's just, it's either it's a note or a message that says, hey, keep going, or they'll buy a t-shirt. It's just something, anything like that. It's just been so inspiring.
Yeah, a huge part of what we do is about our fans and just connecting. And a lot of our music, I think because it's introspective and written from that place, I think we can connect with a lot of people through, stuff that they're also dealing with. And it's like, we listen to some of our favorite artists and you hear a song and you're like, oh man, that's totally me. And I think it's been really cool to see that happen with some of the stuff that we've written, and people can connect with it, but apply it to like a situation that they're going through too. So we love being able to, after the show and stuff, just being able to connect with people, and, it's such a real experience for us. That's just a huge part of it.
That was just really great to see your guys' hearts for your fans, to be able to do that, have that conversation with those fans, to draw them in. And I think one of the things I love about your guys' music is there's so much of the shared universal human experience stuff that you guys are speaking to that is particularly powerful, particularly that just draws the listener, right? Me, the person that's putting it on in my car or listen with my kids or here you're tuning in, right? It's some of the universal experience. And I want to remind folks, right? We're doing this Songs for Hope. This is to raise support for local businesses, to remind ourselves, man, we're all in this together. We're in the largest ever foxhole in human history, right? We're all in this thing together. I did see something recently that people talk about, we're all in this storm together, and that may be true, but we're not all in the same boat, right? Our boats look different. Some boats are taking on water pretty hard. Some boats have already sunk, and you're just clinging to a life preserver. And really, that's what tonight is. It's this life preserver. And so you can find in the description, whether you're on YouTube or you're on Facebook, and in the links there, ways to give. And so many folks have already jumped on. You guys are crushing it. You're giving. You're doing that. Again, let's keep that going. Let's support one another as, right, all of our boats look different in what is a common storm for all of us to be going through. And there's some common pain. But specifically, guys, this next song, I think, Bitter, is about pain. Tell us about that a little bit.
Yeah, so this song, Bitter, we wrote, I think, specifically about our journey, kind of trying to figure out where we belong. Doing music from pretty much when we left high school to now, we've just kind of felt out of place. And, our dad is a hard 9-to-5er and has been grinding it out for so many decades. And he kind of laid the groundwork for that hard work ethic, but we always just kind of felt like we were trying to find our way in society, and where do we, back to the small business thing, where do we fit into this whole crazy train that already seems like it's moving quickly? So this song, Bitter, is just kind of about realizing that you do have that camaraderie and that community that can help take care of you, whether it's family or friends or customers at the bar, the coffee shop, the restaurant, or people that come listen to the music, which I think as small businesses, we consider those people as family and friends,
Yeah, absolutely.
I always wanted to be the restaurant owner that someone would come in and say, oh, I know you. And like, yeah, the meal's comped.
See, I'm old, so I remember Cheers, right?
Yeah.
The place where everybody knows your name. Yeah, right, you walk in and they say Norm, right? That's what we want.
Yeah, they get your first beer.
Yeah, we have a tendency to kind of keep things that we want to be vulnerable with at arm's length, though, and I think sometimes it's easier to kind of remove yourself from it and not really dive into it. And I think that's where a lot of this song came from, was facing that bitterness that you sometimes build up in yourself with people, with situations, and So this song actually came out today, the acoustic version. So
Yes.
it's on Spotify and iTunes and all that.
Oh man, go check it
Good
out.
plug, Joel.
Check it out.
Yeah, you bet. Yeah, you bet. There's a camaraderie in pain.
Yes.
And take it away, guys.
All right.
It tastes bitter, like secondhand smoke, like a crowded party in a poorly timed joke. Did I accept forgiveness? Do I carry it around? All my bad excuses weigh me to the ground. Stained glass colors, communion with strangers, drinking blood in a glass, but it was wine. Oh, how the apple broke off from the tree, rolled down the hill and got lost at sea. I recognized you when you walked in the place, 'cause I'm good with faces, terrible with names. Stained glass colors, sisters and brothers, drinking wine from a glass, but it was blood to me, yeah. And I can't break through a hardened heart, but it probably could if I let it. All my wounds turned into scars, so you know I won't forget. And I can't break through a hardened heart, but it probably could if I let it. And all my wounds turned into scars, so you know I won't forget.
Oh man, thanks for sharing that, guys. That's good stuff. So talk about, I mentioned, right, some of the unintended and surprising benefits. What's been something you guys have enjoyed through this season? I know, Tyler, you've got a trailer.
Yes.
Right? You're like trailer living.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have an Airstream, and it's awesome.
You're a true hipster. That's amazing.
I am. Yes. I've got a rescue dog and true hipster.
That's awesome.
The Airstream is awesome. If anybody doesn't know, it's that big silver camper that you see going down the interstate very slowly most of the time. And it's been cool because we've been doing most of our live streams from that Airstream, and we fixed that up over the course of the last year, getting it where we wanted it. And it has been, I think the biggest benefit is that we have discovered this whole other side of music, which is the video stuff and writing is not a thing we do very well when we're on tour because we tour like 150 days out of the year. So we don't find a lot of time. When we get home, we're really tired, so we have a hard time really writing constructively, but I feel like
this time, it's been good. We've been able to get creative and just kind of like stretch ideas out and wake up and kind of find a routine in one place rather than trying to juggle, the complexities of travel and being in a different place all the time.
Hotel coffee and gas station coffee.
It's kind of nice to get in a rhythm with the creative stuff and just work with, our producer out in Portland and just be able to kind of spend more time than we've ever have in one setting working on new stuff. And so we have some fun music in the works
That's cool.
And some videos that we've been working on too. So
yeah, you guys have been putting stuff out pretty consistently. If you guys haven't checked them out, again, talbottbrothers.com, I believe, is the link you guys can check out there. Also, if you want to support it right through merch, through some of their merchandise, stuff like that, please check them out. Again, the guys are great. What has been, I think, Tyler, you mentioned you guys are right down in a basement. You've tried to put your desks as far away from each other as possible. What are the recurring arguments? What are the things that are consistent?
You'd think we wouldn't have that much of a problem since most of the year we spend about 4 feet away from each other in a van, but I think that the idea that we have space, but we still need to work together, we have basically put ourselves in the furthest corner of the room that we're working on so that we can still within throwing range of
absolutely right
things. But
we always argue about stupid stuff, that's just siblings. And,
for sure.
And there's a lot of bigger things happening in the world. And I think we've realized that over the past couple of years, we've worked out a lot of things, but we still argue, all the time.
The best thing about a sibling is they have your back. Even if you just got in a huge argument earlier that day, if you got in a fight an hour later, they would have your back.
They also know just what to say to push your buttons.
Well, yeah, right. I firmly believe that my kids' most pronounced spiritual gift is their ability to push each other's buttons.
Yeah.
It's a strong gift that each of them have. It really is. Yes.
We're gifted at that.
Yes. I know my kids are. Oh, my word.
Yes.
So you guys, up next, right, we got shadow boxing.
Yes.
And so talk to us a little bit of kind of the origin where that came out of and maybe how that fits our current situation a little bit.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is one of our favorite songs, by the way. But
yeah, we were up in Canada and we were playing this wine festival and we had a day just to kind of relax and stuff. And I think we were in a place where, the trajectory of what you think is happening in your life is so clear at times, and other times it feels like it's not. And for us, this song was birthed out of that rough time where it felt like we were going to war with ourselves more than anything. And it's kind of about facing some of those things that you just kind of suppress and you keep, pushing away, not dealing with. And so it's kind of wrestling with that idea of wanting more, wanting to be able to feel like you can actually win something, without feeling like you're getting kicked to the ground all the time. So that's kind of what it's
like
about.
right now, like everyone.
Right, wherever you go, there you are. Oftentimes,
COVID-19.
I think a situation like this, it holds a mirror up, right? We're often our own worst enemy.
Absolutely.
So guys, take it away.
All right.
20-some years, ain't got much to show. Spend most of my matches back against the ropes. There's a crowd looking on, what do you wanna see? Been throwing fights my whole life for the right fee. Well, I need to win one. Get me back on my feet. Strong footing. Give my punches some heat. Instead of on this shadow boxing. Nothing comes easy. If it does, it comes cheap. Life can buy himself burden with the lies that I tell through my teeth. There's a fire in my eyes and I wanna watch it burn. Kill the man that I was and send the ashes to the urn. Yeah, I need to win one. back on my feet. A strong footing, my punches some heat. Instead I'm on this shadow boxing. Might have broken bones. You got strong. You might have broken bones. You got strong. And I need to win. Get me back on my feet. A strong footing. Give my punches some. Well, I need to win one. Get me back on my feet. A strong footing. Give my punches some heat. Instead of all this shit.
We all need a win, right? Even if it's just against ourselves. Good grief. I keep losing to myself. That's right. Oh, man. Thanks for sharing that. Hey, just a shout out to all of you guys that are tuning in. We're at over $2,000 already that's been raised. Thank you guys for doing that. Again, go to the description. Whether you're watching on YouTube or in Facebook, you can look in the feed there. We're putting it throughout there. Again, every little bit matters. Every little bit, again, it's going to get in the hands of people that need it desperately. And so would you consider, what is that, $5, $10, whatever that looks like for you, man. You don't go, it's just not that much, I shouldn't. Man, all of it matters, and it's a way of reminding us that, man, we are in this together. That's how we move through. That's how we go through this. If there's anything during this time that's been a reminder, it's how important community is. How important it is to be reminded, right, we're not alone, that we're seen by others in this difficult experience. I know we talk about this on our staff here at church. We talk about it with friends that we're really close to. We talk about, what was your hitting the wall moment, right? When did you hit the wall this last week? I feel like there's always at least one every week. And a couple weeks ago, I had that, right? Just so many of your typical coping mechanisms, those are out the window. And then, right, there's 6 of us in our family, and they're always there. Right? And it's like, good grief, right? I just need some space. And so I went out, hopped on a bike. Again, I've ridden my bike more than I have in probably 5 or 10 years. Got on the bike and then still just was like, gosh, I need something more. So I called up buddies from college, some other friends of mine. And just to hear somebody else say, yeah, I hear you. I know you. I know your story. And I know what that looks like for you. And I'm walking the same journey with you. Man, there's so much power in that. That's why we call this Songs for Hope, because so many of these small businesses, they're walking the same journey. How they started may look different, but man, they're on a similar path, and it is a hard one. It took a hard shift almost straight up for so many of these folks. And that's why tonight, Songs for Hope matters. So please, man, if you can give any amount, I know that everybody would appreciate it. It's a gift, it's a blessing, and it's a way that we can reach out and remind even that person you don't know. Maybe you're that person that's watching from Maryland. Maybe you're that person from San Francisco. Maybe you're here in the Denver area, whatever it is. It's a way you can make a difference here, and it gets bigger and larger than you even thought it was. And that the community is stronger, more powerful than you could have ever imagined. And so you guys have got this, right? We're going to man on a ledge. And just this idea that, man, there's some truth here. Talk about, man, the truth in this song here, Man on a Ledge, and how that relates to us now.
Yeah, this song is about being at your very furthest point, your breaking point. And I think that we've all been fortunate. Hopefully, most of us have been fortunate to have someone in our lives that says, it's going to be all right, and you're going to make it through. There's another way than just reaching that breaking point or going
Man,
further.
I feel like I got to, push pause, Tyler, for a minute, because we actually had a guy here in our church, had a friend of his that he found out was suicidal. And flew across states just to go be with him, to remind him, man, you're not alone. And I just want to say, man, for anybody that's on here, I know this would be your guys' heart. I know it's ours. Man, don't be alone.
Yeah.
Man, reach out. If you just, man, again, I get it. For some of you on this, you're like, church is weird. A church is hosting a thing for bars and all that. I get it. That's weird. It's only weird if you make it weird. I don't think it's weird. Right? And to go, man, if you feel alone, if you feel isolated, if you feel like you're on that ledge and you're about to tip over, man, you are not alone. There is hope. And if you just need somebody, man, you can connect again on the feeds there. We will make sure we follow up, man. Nobody needs to be walking through this alone right now. Nobody needs to be on that ledge isolated. Man, that's when bad stuff happens. Yes. And nobody needs to experience that. I know that's your guys' heart. That's certainly ours here at Harbor, and really all of our business partners. That would be their heart as well. So please reach out. If you just need that reminder, you need some help, you need somebody to maybe speak some truth and some hope into your life, why not us? We'd be happy to do it. We care about you. And we know that, right, Nick and Tyler, you guys care about them. So, again, I just throw that out there.
Awesome. Yeah. You can call Nick anytime, day or night.
Day or night. His wife would appreciate it, actually. Please do.
All right. Here's Man on a Ledge.
Pushed you to the edge. Nobody knows all the pain you shoulder on your own. Here's hoping you haven't made up your mind. This world can be so unkind. There's another way down. Turn around. Come with me inside. Listen to the sound of my voice. So loud, so okay. You're gonna live to fight another day. Having one down there, a man can find his own through thin air. It's cold concrete beneath your feet. There's another way down. Turn around. Come with me inside. Listen to the sound of my voice. It's alright. It's okay. You're gonna live to fight another day. water, added water, added the water down there. All right. So we're going to play you, I think we're going to do one more song for you tonight, maybe one more at the very end. But we've gone a little over time. We started 5 minutes late, right? So
Yeah, we'll play one more after this.
we're going to play a song called Hey Honey, and this is a dancey song. About making pancakes. I've been working like a dog, day and night, trying to finish up this job. I do it right. Show me a few things that a man like me needs on. Jesus whiskey and you right there to me, singing, hey, honey, I'm coming home. Don't know why I've been gone so long now. Hey, honey, I'm coming home to you. Said, hey, honey, I promise, please, you're gonna be a light on for me. Hey, honey, I'm coming home. So, you know what we're gonna do now. Now, heaven knows that you put your time into your and of a woman's sweet red wine and high heel shoes. But let's get one thing straight, it ain't about what you do for me, no. I'm gonna love you and I love you loving me. Singing, hey, honey, I'm coming home. I don't know why I've been gone too long now. Hey, honey, I'm coming home to you. Said, hey, honey, now promise, please, you're gonna be a light on for me. Hey, honey, I'm coming home soon again now. Said, hey, honey, I'm coming home. I don't know why I've been gone so long now. Hey, honey, I'm coming home. Don't know why I've been gone so long. Hey, honey, I'm coming home. Don't know why I've been gone so long now. Hey, honey, I'm coming home to you now. I said, hey, honey, now promise, please, you're gonna be light on for me. Hey, honey, I'm coming home soon now. I said, hey, honey, I'm coming home. Don't know why I've been gone so long. Hey, honey, I'm coming home soon. You know what we're gonna do now.
Yes. As you said, that's a little dancey. That's got a little funk in it right there.
It is. We would all, if we were out at our place, if we were at Corpus Pelly, we would be out dancing on the tables.
That's worth the price of admission, I feel like. I want a big stand-up bass or just some guy thumping it, right? You just want that to kind of go with that. That'd be awesome. That was really fun. Yeah, we had some dancing ladies here, actually, here at the church. They had, their lighters out. It was a whole concert thing going on here. It was pretty impressive.
Well, that feels good.
It should. It should feel good. Oh, man, what a great night. Again, thanks for everybody that's tuning in. Again, wherever you're at across the country, maybe it's international, who knows, maybe some Canada folks, I don't know, right? Wherever you're at, man, thank you so much for joining us tonight for this great experience, Songs for Hope. Money continues to come in, man. Guys, don't give up now. Again, whatever that is about that you could give, man, we are going to get in the hands of the people that need it most. We guarantee that. That's a promise that we have. Again, in the description, you can see ways to give in the feed, all that. Man, please check that out. That's why we're here. That's why the Talbott brothers are with us. It's to really make that tangible difference, to remind people we're in this together, man. We're for one another. Man, we're really excited about that. Here, and I know you guys are going to wrap up. I got to give my own personal introduction. So they got one more song to do. And when I heard this a year ago in Fort Collins, so we're in the audience, my wife, Julie, and I, and we're sitting next to your mom and dad. And the reason we're sitting next to your mom and dad, because my wife and your dad grew up together as cousins, and which is super cool to me, right? Yes. And so that makes it a little easier. When I like to set this thing up, I didn't even call you guys direct. I did the mom route. I tried mom guilt first. So Carrie, if you're out there, good job. That really worked. Really appreciate that. But we're sitting there, and they closed this show with the song that they're going to close tonight with. And to sit next, and you guys are going to hear in the song there, and you're going to hear the inspiration for their song. And I know that for me, brought tears to my eyes to think, man, that someday maybe my kids might be able to write something similar, or to have a similar sentiment. And again, we're all family. I'm a little removed. I married into it. But I would just say that for those of you guys that maybe don't know Nick and Tyler, man, their parents are great. They have a great family. And there's an extended family. We actually had a family reunion last summer. The guys weren't able to be there, but mom and dad were, and it was great. And it's so important during a season like this to be reminded that, man, we are all family, and that this matters. Again, I just can't say it enough. We're not alone in this. And to lean into those relationships in a powerful way. Maybe it's not the biological person that's played the role of family for you. Maybe it's that mentor, that friend or whatever, man. But we've all got family, whether biological or not, that matter. And tonight, I just want to go, man, we're all family. Tonight, we all matter. And tonight, man, we care for everybody here. So what we're going to do is the guys are going to play this last song. But so you know, this is going to, right, it's going to live on. This is going to be on Facebook. It's going to be on YouTube. And people, you can go back and look at it. And so we're going to leave actually the giving option is we're going to leave it open for a week. Because we want every opportunity to raise as much as we can for those who are struggling, particularly in the service industry. That's the Talbott brothers' heart. That's our heart as a church. It's the heart of those that you've met early on. If you joined us midway through, man, go back and watch the beginning as you meet some of our business partners. Right? You meet Naya from the Local 46. You meet AJ from Hunter Bay Coffee Roasters and Christine from Cocapelli. You cannot hear them and not see their heart and their care for those that they work with. And so, fellas, thank you again so much tonight. We look forward to getting together someday soon. Yes. Man, appreciate you guys so much. Being willing to take a flyer on kind of a crazy idea to join us on this. Appreciate your hearts. And, man, we just love the music. So why don't you guys bring us home?
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Thanks
this
for
is
having
awesome. Us. Pleasure to be here. So this is our last song. This song is called Family.
Product of my granddad's son, hard-working hands and a job well done. Skin as thick as railroad ties, but you could see the kindness in his eyes. I didn't want to do what he did, but I always wanted to be just like him. Strong enough to stay and fight, man enough to do what's right. His blood's in my home, the good and the bad and in between. No, I'm not alone, 'cause looking in the mirror is plain to see my family. Well, Mama has a heart of gold. She's the sweetest soul you could ever know. She had a boy and had one more. To love and fight what's a brother for. And his blood is in my own. The good and the bad and in between. Oh, I'm not alone. 'Cause looking in the mirror, it's plain to see my family. His blood is in my own. The good and the bad and in between. No, I'm not alone. 'Cause looking in the mirror, it's plain to see my family.
Thank you guys so much. We're the Talbott brothers. This has been a pleasure. As Joel said, there's still a chance to give. Just head over to their Facebook page, and which you're probably on right now, and you'll find a place to donate. So thanks for being a part of this. Thanks to all our fans all over the place for tuning in for it. Even if you've never even been to Colorado, it's a special place to us. We grew up just a stone's throw from the border. So we'll see you all again. Take care. Bye-bye.